have real few mistakes. See, it's been so long I didn't turn off my phone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's see. A lot of people in here already. Hi, everybody. Go back and see. Scott, how you doing? James, Dowlow, good to see you. James again. Maui's in Surin, so we'll talk about that in a little while here. Let's see. Tim, TNW. Hey, Tim, how you doing? Andy, how you doing, Andy? If I missed you, hey, Mark, glad you could come by. And Logan, how you doing? And Verna, how you doing, Verna? If you guys aren't subscribed to all these channels, you guys should subscribe. I don't know how's the sound and everything. I did a little test yesterday, and it seemed to be all right. And now I can shave off my, not shave, but cut back my beard. I can see it's way too Santa Claus looking. But everybody's saying hello to everybody. So as you guys know, awesome fishing trip. I've got some clips for you guys that I actually pulled this morning. I haven't even started. It's probably going to be, the fishing part is probably going to be 2 parts alone. And then one part of going to Tim's house, going to his family, has a little restaurant there. We ate there and just kind of kicked back for a couple of days. There's a good 8-minute vlog there. And you'll get to see Tim's place. Plus, Tim's going to be putting out a bunch of content too. So, hey, Bruce, Sassy May, how you doing? Glad you come by. And yeah, pretty awesome. And the people were just stand up, top notch. If you're going to go, by all means, like I've never asked anybody to share the video that I put out on social media or anything, but I'm going to ask on this one when it does come out. Maybe we can get them some business. Whoever goes or whatever business to be had will be more than happy with what they get. It had to be one of the top 5 boats in the harbor over there. Just unbelievable. I'll show you a little clips. I'll show some now just for the heck of it because we're sitting here, but this was right when we got out of the van that they had pick us up at the hotel with them in it, and took us to the dock, and you'll get to see the boat. So let's see if I've got this figured out. There we go.
We're going to talk to him later about pricing and stuff like that on the boat fishing.
I don't hear the sound too well, but can you guys hear the sound? They all performed well, as usual. Got me out of there, and I was able to fly to Phuket and go on this fishing trip. So you guys could see and hear that, or you don't really need to hear anything anyway. This is just 2 little, or actually I got 4 deals that I picked. I'll move this up a little bit.
Right there.
So that's 62 foot. I don't know exactly what 5.5 meters is, but that's what the beam is on it. Just outstanding. The ride was perfect. It's all air conditioned in that center below section. There's front two berths in the front, two more heads in the front, 1 in the back, and then up above on that semi-fly bridge up there, there's seating for 12 easily. Inside here, you'll see is that one you can hear the sound a little better on, huh? Not that I really want it that loud, but we'll turn it down. Up on top up there is where the seating for 12 was. But in here, the bathroom right to the right, refrigerator right there, and then inside that's Aaron there. Aaron will probably show up. He was the one that put all this together. It's his wife's sister, and that's the owner right there. Is married to him, and he set it all up for us. Thanks again, Aaron. It was awesome.
Okay. I guess we need to put a life jacket on, so we'll do that now.
Got out of the harbor. So let's
Got
see.
one for extremely large fat people.
They had one that fit me. And here's a little quiet stream out the back of the boat. Just B-roll stuff. I'm actually going to put a video together. So actually going to try to edit it correctly. And I got a lot of stuff like this and of the islands and stuff going out. And then this was actually, we had two hookups. What they did was they trolled around for like skipjack, little tuna, any kind of that fish. And then they rigged up about noon to go for sailfish. And as soon as we went for sailfish, this happened here.
I can't stand.
Fine, he got it.
Yeah, I won't be able to stand. I got another one.
So they had two hook up, and the one that I ended up catching at the end of the night was there was actually three on at one time right before dark.
Tim's got one.
So, but mine took
And Aaron.
mine took an hour and a half to get in because it was hooked in the back, foul hooked, and it was just a nightmare to get to the boat. But anyway, I'll show them again later, the clips for anybody else that joins in a little while. But unbelievable, really, really a good time. And there you'll probably hear some stuff in the background. They're setting up. We're having a New Year's party today. I'll have to find out, Andy. I don't know the name exactly. I'll ask that, and I'll put it in the video what harbor it was, because I don't remember exactly what it was, and I don't think I got any pictures of it. I could have. I videoed a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of content, so it should be a pretty good video. The time was just unbelievable. The pine blue looks like Chuck. Yeah, Chuck was probably wishing he was there. Chuck was invited. James was invited. Alex was invited. Chocolate Man James was. Did I say that? Was invited. So there was a lot of people that were invited. Just the time of year just made it tough for everybody, especially Chuck. If you're watching his video, he had the school parties and he has everything going on. And his own Christmas thing. So I'm hoping that maybe we can set up something again, different part of the year next year, because it's definitely, as Tim will attest to, it was top notch, man. And I've been on a lot of sports fishing stuff. Tim, I don't think has very much. In fact, I think it was, if Tim told me right, he said he never caught anything from a boat out there. Everything's been from on the shore, whether it be ocean, lake, or whatever. So he was. I'm glad that he got a chance to hook up to his stuff. It was fun. It was a good time. Probably one of the better times I've had since I've been here in Thailand, and got to meet some awesome people. So that helped too. But yeah, I know they're all wish. Oh, and Joe was invited too. So maybe everybody that I mentioned, we do something again and do it for next year. Hey Joe, how you doing? I'll let her know. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. She's doing some stuff, I think, for Ubon when we do that. We didn't get a chance to get over there before Christmas, so we're gonna save it till probably in January, I'm guessing sometime. So I'll probably do a video on it because we hadn't been there before, just so you can see what they're up against in Ubon. The kids being the kids. But thank you very much, Joe. She'll be excited. But yeah, I can't stop talking about it. I'm burnt out big time. I don't know how Tim is, but I'm beat. I'm not used to doing that much, and it was, and I was still in a hurry. I had to at least take the cards out, put them in the computer, and get some of it uploaded into the editor just to look and see how it came. And I think the stuff came out pretty good. Like I said, I got a lot of the stuff. And it was just It was just a great day out there. It was a little bit windy in the beginning, but when we started trolling the backside, I want to say of Pig Island, uh, it was um, it was nice and calm and like this. It was easy sailing. Even if you got sick or seasick, it was it definitely calmed down a little bit. In the beginning was kind of rough, but there was Dramamine that people were taking. So by the end or the middle, not even the early part of the fishing trip, everybody was in pretty good shape. Hey, thank you, Andy. Yeah, Joe, you guys are top notch. Thank you. They'll definitely they have a good time with what they get, and we have a good time giving it to them. So anyway, so you could see the way the ocean was. But like I said, when I talked to Andrew, who was that? We add that back in there. Is it there? Now I got to go all the way to the end. Um, the gentleman in the very last scene right there, Andrew, and I didn't get to talk to him as much as I wanted, or the owners, but I'll do some dubbing and give it to you. There won't be. You have to call basically to get pricing and stuff, but he had said that a lot of the stuff that they get is not necessarily just fishing. Families that want to go out because they'll take you snorkeling. You can do fishing, snorkeling, whatever you want to do. They will do they will do for you. So I'm thinking about doing that for my family next year too. My mother and father-in-law, maybe a couple of cousins, me, my wife, and the kids. Maybe 10, 12 people, which you could put on that boat, no problem. I would say in that range. Fishing wise, it's good, maybe 4 or 5. But like with that, we had two or three hookups fishing for tuna, I want to say, and then four. We caught four, and I think hooked up 5 uh, sails. And it's like the end of the season for that. So anyway, it was an awesome time. Did anyone get sick? Yeah, Tim did, but he got lucky. One of the ladies there had some Dramamine, gave it to him. He slept for like, what'd you sleep? 45 minutes, an hour, basically on the trip, basically just out, and then he was up and running around the next time. So yeah, Dramamine made it better. Um, yeah, he did good after that. Hey Rob, how you doing? Hope you had a good holiday. I hope everybody did had a good Christmas. That was actually, what day was it? We got there Christmas Day. We flew on Christmas Day, and I didn't put any of that in there. But one, excuse me, one trip or one video I'll probably put up is me leaving here, driving to Udon, hanging out with Tim for a day or 2 days, and then getting on the plane. And then the next one will be getting off and the fishing. And I don't know if that'll go 1 or 2. It might go 2 videos because there was a lot of action. Like you seen, this was the one that I showed you here with them. That hookup, double hookup,
You see them out there?
was was just one part of it. That I was out there. Aaron was out by himself. Tim was out by himself. Me and Tim hooked up at the same time. And to let you know how a normal sailfish, they aren't the greatest sporting fish as far as fighting and that type of stuff. But you can get an 80, 100 pound a sailfish in 15, 20 minutes. And Tim did that. We switched rods because the rod that he had or that I had in the was a spinning reel, and they didn't want that in the chair. So I switched with Tim when I was up, and he probably went. He'll remember better than I will. 20 minutes, I think, and then I went an hour and a half. So it was light when you see his deal. When I show the video, his fish is up and it's in the daylight. When I get mine on board, it's dark. It's nighttime. So it was awesome. And I could have went and not caught anything, and I would have been fine. A lot of people get fishing and catching confused. If you like to fish, you go fishing. If you catch something, hey man, that's a bonus. If you don't, you still fished. So I don't know. We had a great time. Yeah, grouper. Yeah. If we would have, I told him, if you would have hooked into a yellowfin or a bluefin of any size, even 30, 40 pounds, 20 pounds, there, I think fighting per inch of fish is probably one of the best in the water. Marlin, of course, are good too. Okay, folks, have to wander to the beach, find breakfast. All right, Mark, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hey, Carl, how you doing? Hope you had a good holiday and still one to come, right? Um, let's see if I missed anything. If I missed anything, go ahead and put it back in. I think everybody's just saying hi and stuff. Looks like it. So, yeah, so I don't know. It's going to be a busy day for me here. Probably not a lot of people around, people getting ready for their New Year's and all that. But we'll hang for a little while and talk. Something different that we do, right? Yeah, I think they call everybody that's got a beard Santa, right? If you if they want to be, doesn't bother me. I don't care. I actually like Santa, and I know Chuck in his video said that I didn't because I went fishing, couldn't be there. He did a live stream, I think, um, and next year I think I'll try to do it. He had asked me to go there, and if I didn't have a couple of things planned, I would have went and been Santa for his school. He did. He's a good. They're good people, and they do good for the Thai community. So, regardless of what you hear, they're top notch people. Him and excuse me, him and Paige. So, and they do it every year. They don't make too big a deal out of it. I think he did this year because it was a big deal. He got him a stage, and they got everything, and it's awesome to see the kids. I like to see them smile. It makes me feel good, to see them. So, but if they do it next year, which I know they will, I'm going to try to make it. Hey Tom, how you doing? Morning. Saying morning to Tim, and Andy saying hi to Tom. So I don't know who's pretty much the regular crew is here again. I can't thank everybody enough for coming on Richard Travels on Richard's show. I was nervous that I was going to have 3 people in the chat, and we were right up there with everybody that I've watched, at least during the show, with 40, 50 people, and afterwards it still hasn't done much. But then I only have under 2,000 subscribers on this channel, so. I want to thank everybody that showed up and said hello. I appreciate it. I thought it was a good show. I mean, I guess some of the times the people say that my story is interesting to people, which I hope it is, because there is a point to it, and that's that life isn't over. If you lose a significant other, and that's what I want to get out there. Your life isn't over, and I'm living proof. I said it many times. If somebody told me, "Oh, you're gonna fall in love and meet a great lady, and you're gonna build a life together and have a house and cars and scooters and vacations and children," I said, "Oh, you're full of shit." And but it happened to me. So if it happened to me, it could happen to anybody. Hey, Robert Mack, I'm still trying to think how I'm going to try to get over there. I haven't talked to my wife, so she's right over here, so I won't say too much, but I want to try to get there. I'd like to get there for that meetup, and you said you might be in Bangkok on the 7th. I think that meetup at Wombat is in January, but I still might try to make it before that. So I'll let you know what's going on. I definitely want to meet up with Robert Mack, another stand-up guy that I haven't had a chance to actually shake his hand. So I like to do that, because still, there isn't one person that I've met on YouTube that hasn't been exactly what they show themselves, either when they come on here on the panel, or Robert has his own channel, which is media, right? Robert Mack Media now. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Good man has I don't know your wife's name. That's horrible, isn't it? she's Vietnamese. So Robert's my in to Vietnam. When I hopefully when I can go there, he'll be there to point me in the right direction. Um, okay, cool. And I'm going to really try to make it. I want to make it. I do want to shake your hand for sure, Robert. We've been back and forth for a long time here, and I want to meet you face to face for sure. And I'm looking forward to Bobby. Is he leaving today? He's leaving today, I think. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Hope you had a good holiday. Um, the Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be kind of cool because Robert met up with Bobby in California, and they went. I can't remember where you went. They went to some place anyway. They met up and of course hit it off because everybody on this channel are good stand-up people. Um, so hopefully I will make it there. I'm gonna do my best, Robert. I think it'll be fun. I could probably use it then. Although I didn't know, I guess, and this is for people that live here in Thailand. When I took the electric hot rod and went to Pattaya last time, they have those little camera deals, out there. And I didn't really care, whatever it is, I'm going to drive it, whatever I feel comfortable driving at. And I'll pay the whatever, the 500 baht, which is what one of them was, and drive there and drive back. Well, as when I was at Tim's, or actually when I was in Phuket, my wife rang me up and said I'm a famous man in Thailand and had two more of those. So then I was informed, and I guess it's the new law. I guess pretty much in Thailand before you just paid your tickets, and, whatever, mailed them the money. Well, now they put marks or points against your license, and then you could lose your license. And both the truck and the car are in my wife's name. So hopefully I didn't get too many on the way to see Tim's, but I already have three. So I had to pay 1,500 baht and 500 each. But that wasn't the big deal. Like I said, I'd already, that was into my travel fund, to get somewhere. So I guess I'm going to have to drive the speed limit when I go back. But I'll come. She'll probably want me to take the vehicle. She won't want me taking the Forza, but I'd like to take the Forza. Why are you tripping? How you doing? Glad to see you here. I appreciate it. Gorgeous Thailand, how are you? I have to go back to the UK for a month in January. Dreading. I would be too. I got to go eventually to the US, see my mom, family, and stuff. And I think I've got some passport stuff I've got to get taken care of, and then probably February or March. But I think March we're going to go on family vacation, so I have to fit it up. There's a birthday boy that I was on a show last night with, right? I think. Morning to you. Hey, Nanette, how are you? Expat Paul, how you doing? Glad you guys could all make it. That's awesome. Now that I've got more in here, I'll show all my clips again. Here's on the boat for the fishing trip, in case you're wondering. Let's see. I'll shorten them up a bit, so that you see more of the this is the actual boat.
Right there.
Let's see. So that's it right there. That white with the green, 62 foot. And like I said, I gotta have to find out what the 5.5 meter beam on it, and then I'll give you a quick one. Try to make it quick. Hey, Ads, how you doing? Let's see. This was inside, going in. I go back a little bit on this. A little bit more. There we go. Nice big. I would consider it a sports fisher, but he was saying it's more of a cross between. But that back cockpit area is twice as big of any sports fisher I've ever been on. It's huge. That's the owner right there, and the guy that actually runs everything is right there. His name's Andrew in the blue shirt. Great people. And then there's Aaron. Aaron was the one that put. I don't know who this guy is. We'll go past him. We don't need to look. Anyway, they had one that fit me, so that was amazing. And then this was just some B-roll stuff. But this is the way it was. This is how big. It was huge. Just awesome. And let's see. Hey, David, how you doing? And then the last one was the double hookup on sailfish. With, let's see. We'll get it to the more exciting right in the beginning.
I can't stand.
There you go, right there. It was a little hectic in the beginning, but just an awesome trip. Really, the guys made it to they had 4 on the crew. They cooked and everything. They did a great job. We had a great time, but as we got more people in there, I figured I'd show it. So hopefully I'll have a good video that'll be coming out, an actual vlog. If I miss anything during that rant, let me know. And then it's saying happy day to Mike. And I was on for, I don't know, over an hour last night. And then I guess I'm going to go on Bobby's. And I guess Bobby must not have left, or must not have left yet, because he's doing his Friday night deal tonight. So I had to go on there because Chris will be on there too. Everybody just saying hey to each other. And like I say, there's going to be some noise and stuff in the background as they're decorating and stuff. But I don't know. I'm just here for the ride, right? Hey, traveler, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. God, I heard I got to put this up here just so I have a picture of the actual boat, and then freeze it there so that I can at least show the boat when new people come in. That was the I'm going to call it a sports fisher, but that cockpit on the back was phenomenal. We had 8-10 people standing out there, and no one was running into each other too bad anyway. But I think it'll stay there. I'm going to try it real quick. Yeah, it'll stay in that position. So anyway, it was awesome. I can't wait to actually edit it. I'm going to wait until after the new year because I'm tired. So I'm being lazy. Oh, that tastes good. I don't know. I've never tried. I haven't tried, to tell you the truth. I'll have to check into it. I know that you guys are going to be. It's going to be a nightmare. Well, to me, it's a nightmare in Pattaya because there's just too many people. I wouldn't even leave wherever I lived. It wouldn't be me. But thank you, David. So 5.5. So it'd be like 18 foot or so. So it was big. It was perfect. I loved fish. The only problem is I seldom catch. Yeah, that's what people have a hard time. I'm not even going to try to say the word. The difference between fishing and catching, but it was a great time. Yeah, I bet it is. I can only imagine. I guess they can't say things aren't back to normal. I think the Chinese are going to be flooding in fairly soon if they're not already. It's going to be, not for me, not a place for me. That's why I live in Surin. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, you bet. It was awesome, man. And like I said, it was easier for me to actually vlog and think about what I wanted to end up with, so I get little bits here and there, so that I could almost picture putting together when it's something that I really like. So it was easier to do. We'll see what the end product looks like. Hey, Mitch, how you doing, brother? Hope you had a good Christmas. Or Ducky's 12 centimeters. Yeah. uh, you love the Chinese and the Indian tourists. Let's see. The other thing's jumping. You guys are either asking questions or talking to each other. I think you're just talking to talking to each other. And David said, I'm jealous. I chartered a boat out of Bali, 1600 US, and didn't even see a fish. They couldn't even catch any bait fish. I'm going to put the information of these people, David. Um, I've been on a lot of, I went to Cabo 50 times. I did a lot of sports fishing and stuff. And this is probably one of the top notch. The owners are just great people. The people that were working the boat were awesome. They will put you on the fish if they're there. And like I said, we missed two or three little tuna or something, and we missed one sail and caught four. So not too shabby. And they didn't even start fishing for sale until afternoon, 12:30, 1 o'clock. So yeah, I would definitely recommend them to anybody and not have any problem doing so, as I will in there. And if I can get you more information, I will. But they'll do whatever you want to. If you want to go with just family and they aren't all fishermen, maybe you go and you snorkel in the morning and maybe go after sail in the afternoon, and they'll put together whatever you want. You never been attacked? Is it American Indian or Indian? Let's see. I think I'm caught up. If I missed something, guys, sorry. Everybody wishing each other Happy New Year's, which is awesome. How do the soy dogs handle the fireworks? Yeah, I don't know. I think dogs are pretty much from what I've had in my life, it's almost I'm guessing 25% of the dogs that I've had in my life are deathly afraid of fireworks. Yeah, the rest of them might be closer to 50-50. Because even some of the dogs that they weren't deathly afraid, but they sure the hell didn't like them. They didn't. They would have rather been curled up on the couch. So, well, you must have got asked something. What'd you get asked? Really enjoyed it there. Kind of wish I hung out in my condo there. Might have to rethink things. So that must have been something that I missed, but you guys probably caught. Tom saying hello to Ryan. I'm sure Ryan already said hello to Tom. And if you guys don't know, I'll try to put it. If you guys aren't subscribed, this is Tom and Ryan's channel, Eat Out Patea. Please subscribe. They do a bunch of stuff. It's real quick. If you're into, just want to see what the food is, where it's at, what it was like. If they don't review something, they're not going to tell you whether it was bad, good, or indifferent. You have to take it upon yourself to know that if they did not video it, you might not want to go there. Up to you. Probably a good way to approach things in today's age with what they want to come after everybody for everything. Kind of crazy, isn't it? Just trying to retire and have a good time. Hey, Jay Easy, how you doing? Glad you could come by. Douglas, good to see you. Now I have to show the boat again because you guys just came in. Here's the boat. 62 foot. We figured about 18, 20 feet wide, something like that. Great boat. There's a little bit of the, give you guys a quick deal. Some B-roll stuff that I had. And I just downloaded these this morning. I got like an enormous amount of footage. And here was a double hookup of Tim and Aaron on two sails that had. So anyway, so now back to there. But as people come in, I'll give them a little clip of what it was. Unbelievable. And the video that I put out will have the information, people you need to contact to find out. And like I said, keep in mind, it's not just fishing. They'll do whatever you want. Take you snorkeling, take you for barbecue, whatever you want to do, they'll do it. Hey, thank you, Carl. I really appreciate it. It'll go to my wife and it'll go to the kids. And the next one that we have for the kids is Ubon, and that's my wife's village. So we will go there probably January. And I don't know exactly what we're doing. She has money set aside and the money that we give every month. So we'll be able to do something very substantial. They're not used to having anything, according to what my mother-in-law very politely came up and said. It's nice of you to do everything for these other schools, but our village school very poor, very poor. I said, hey, up to my wife. Talk to your daughter. So we'll be going there. That'll be next. Out of Oxnard. Yeah, cool. Yeah, very good. Like I said, just from what I've seen there, it was one of the top boats there, no doubt. And he had actually, it was interesting. I talked to him a little bit. He had it built in Thailand. It had to be very expensive in '06, I guess. And it's they built it in Thailand, and a great, nice boat. It cut through the water. It was very well made, I guess is what I should say, because I know nothing about Thai, shipbuilders, nothing at all. Doug is saying hi to Joe. Everybody saying hi to everybody. That's what I love about this channel. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Hope you had a fantastic Christmas, and I hope you have a great New Year. I used to go DC fishing all the time growing up at Oxnard, Ventura. Great time. Yeah, I went out a couple of times in some overnight stuff for tuna. Maybe down. We went to Mexican waters. I think. I think it's 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Well, we went to Cabo. I've been to Cabo 30, 40 times in my life, and did a lot of fishing there. So this was it was awesome. Puts up there at or above everything that I've been on, and you'll see the people. Hopefully, some people will actually go and uh, and go with them. Then they'll understand what I'm saying. Jay said I was blessed to be in Thailand twice this year. Looking forward to 2023 already. Seeing everyone in Thailand coming this year. Yeah, I think it's. Well, I had always said from the beginning, by the first of the year, it was going to be back to normal, and a lot of other people said no, it's going to take years and years to come back, and I don't think so. The only reason it isn't right now is because the Chinese are on lockdown, between the Russians and the Indians and all the other tourists. If the Chinese were here, it'd probably be more than normal, actually, my opinion anyway. But and that's going to be great for the Thai people. They need that influx of money to come through their hands, and they don't need much. That's why I don't understand them with their visas and stuff and limited. And you have to make this much. You have to do this. And, the people that come here and backpack and spend 30, 40 baht at the little local cart on the corner. Those people need that money, 30 baht, whatever it is that they're eating. And I would eat there too, but I don't know if you're coming here and you're going to spend money of any kind. I think it's good to be here. So hopefully they're going to make it a lot easier on these visas. They originally, before the virus, they were talking about getting rid of the 90-day check-in. They know where you are anyway. I mean, like when I went, as soon as I went to that hotel, now they were so, I don't know, somebody said that they were jumping on the people in Phuket to make sure that everything was okay with passports and that such stuff like that. And it kind of made sense because the hotel we went to, we checked in kind of quickly, and they just took, like normal any place, your picture page of your passport. Then when I came down the next day, they said they wanted me to bring them the passport again. They want a picture of my actual visa and the date that it expires. So I thought that was really weird. But I guess they're trying to climb down. But to what I'm saying is, as soon as they report it, as soon as you go to a hotel, as soon as you stay any place like that and move around, they report it to the government. Government knows exactly where you are. Oh, that's good. Soda water and Manao. Let's see, Jason. What did I miss? What did excellent Tom? What did Tom say, Jesus? Discord. I don't know what that is, but I've heard of it before, so I'll find out. You set up a Discord account. Let me know if I can help. If you need anything, will be great restaurant service resources for the folks. I know that I forget who it is. Is it Waza that has the? He has a Discord, and he actually got me in. And when I went on one time with Mark and Andy, I think Andy probably know more, but I think he has a Discord deal. I don't know. We I don't know. We didn't check in until 1 o'clock because what had happened was Aaron got us the first night there, and then we booked the second and third night, and we didn't check in until like it had to be after midnight. So I don't know. Hey, what's up, Richard? Your ears burning. I was talking about you earlier. Okay, Richard's here. So here's the boat. That's the 62 footer we were on. Here's the nice little B-roll stuff that was on the boat. And here's hooked up to two Marlin at the same time. We had one, actually had three on at one time. So I had a great time. For anybody else that just got here and didn't see the boat, I'll make sure you get to see it if you hang on long enough. But again, Richard, had a great time. I really, I almost was threatened to go back and listen to watch it again so you get another view. But I was kind of disappointed in the after fact. But during it, I was happy that we didn't only have three people in the chat. I had thanked everybody for coming over. I think everybody here basically is on your channel anyway, and I had a great time. It was awesome. Hey, some of the Five Stooges? Tune into the show. Are you having a show tomorrow? Because I don't know. Last time I talked to you, you were thinking about you were busy, and you were going to take off January or something. Or was this the last one? I don't know. Maybe this is the last one. Maybe you're taking vacation. I didn't see Nikki here. Nikki Dunside. Did I miss Nikki? Maybe I missed. I don't know. If you are, how you doing, Nikki? Hope you had a good Christmas. Okay, and I checked in as late as PM before 9:30ish. They did a quick shuffle of our room. The next morning, copy the visa page. They get audited all the time. Yeah, but I never heard of a mask. They never any place that I've been on, even when we went on the bike trip and all that, all they wanted was that one page, with the picture and all the information. Never a picture of your actual visa that said mine's February 19th or something. So mine's coming up too, and I noticed Joe just put out a video, and he went and had to renew his. I was not having a show, but I'm having a show now. I just secured a sponsorship with a shirt company, so I have the more. Okay, cool. So you want to tell us who it is and all the times and all that stuff? By all means, put it in here. I'm sure everybody will know, but you're more than welcome to, always put it in there. Stop teasing. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I can get that video done in 3 or 4 days. Like I said, I've actually got enough footage, and I'm actually going to try to edit and put out a decent vlog, what I consider a decent vlog. The show will. Hey, Corvette Rudy, how you doing? Hope you had a good Christmas and a happy New Year's to you. If I don't see you, what was I going to say? Oh, with Richard, he's great shirt company. Cool. Summer Everest. Sounds good to me. I'll support him. There's Toby. Toby got shaved. The oldest daughter came home and took the clippers to the little dog. So now it's got like a lion head, a shaved body, and a big fluffy tail. But if she comes over here, I'll grab her. and they got a shirt on her because it's cold here. We're getting 12, 13 in the morning. It's supposed to be up to like 28 today, so we'll see. Well, you got to create the show. So we don't know who that. I had a good Christmas, and we're having a New Year's party today. That's why you hear a little bit of music. They're setting up, just family and friends. Maui is here, and so is Paul Munois is here in Surin. So they're both. I'm hoping they'll come by at least and say hello. So my New Year's will be good. I'm sure. Hell, I'm in Thailand, right, and retired. Can't. How can it be bad? Um, yeah, I hope so. I'm working on a trailer right now. So the first videos, I'll probably do a camping one, maybe with a tent soon. I hope, and then hoping to get the trailer, and the trailer's kind of stripped, so I can make whatever I want out of it. And building it might take in a month or so. So I'll probably do videos on that, and then hopefully we'll get camping. Same time, I got to create it. I still haven't gotten used to saying Jay-Z. Have you checked out? Have you hit up? I know Chuck's busy and stuff, but I know that he's hanging around now. And if you keep the times the same, I think you can maybe hit up. I would hit up Joe and Gift and Chuck and Paige, which you probably already thought about. And if they have the time, I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would do it. Sorry, I missed that last one. I still used to Jay East. Hey Daz, how you doing? Hope you had a good Christmas, brother. Uh, I think, of course, papaya salad. I think they're making a bunch of stuff. They make this one of the people at my wife's work. Actually, I had it last night for dinner. It's little nuggets of chicken, but Isan spicy. I mean, spicy, spicy, spicy. I like it. It's good. That and then a bunch of. I'm sure there'll be fried chicken, and I think they're going to barbecue some stuff. I think they've got a grill and some stuff ordered, so it should be fun. It should be good. Let me see it alone. Jay-Z about 15, 20 hours of time to eat. I don't know how Richard does it and still works. That's easier way for me to instead of reading that whole thing. The man puts a lot of effort into his interviews. That's for sure. And like I said, man, I had an awesome time, Richard. I just wanted you to know. I thought it went. I still haven't watched it, but I thought it went quite well. I thought it flowed, and at least it did for me anyway. But maybe that's because I was rambling. Although Kit Richard was, it was good. I thought. What did you guys think? Everybody here watch it? I thought it was a good show. Like I said, I don't have 100,000 subscribers, but hey, there's Paul. Morning to you. But I thought it was a good one. I was actually hoping that it would get to a lot of people just for the fact of the way that I wanted this channel to go, to helping people that have lost their significant others, knowing that there was a life out there. Hey, Noi! Let's see come here, Toby. Come on. You got a sweater on. You want to see? No? Got a nice sweater on. Christmas. Yeah, I thought it went good, man. I'm gonna actually have to force myself to actually go and watch it. But thank you very much. I am too. I thought it went good. I thought it flowed good. Thought it was good content there. It just not a lot of people watch it. Maybe they will. Who knows? Maybe all of a sudden YouTube will push something out there, and some people you'll catch. I'm hoping, because like I said, there's a lot of people sitting in different countries, 60 years old, laying on their couch. Lost their wife of 30, 40 years, and thinking life's over, and it's not. There's plenty of plenty of stuff to do in Thailand and people to meet and relationships to be had if that's what you're looking for. Even if you're not, companionship, stuff, views like this, to be at. There is a life after that. But like I said, 4 years ago, I would have said you're full of shit. There's no way that anything's going to happen. And here I am in my house with my wife and family having a New Year's party. So can't complain. Tony said the interview made me subscribe to your channel. Appreciate the honesty. Who you are? I appreciate it. I'm glad you came by, and I'm glad you commented. I did. I thought it went good too, and I try to be that way. I try to be honest. I guess to a fault. All my friends and everything say that I say too much and am too honest, but that's just me. I consider this a family. All the people that are on this channel, and it's awesome. I enjoy it, and I try to do these live streams every 2 days, and I enjoy it. And when it comes to be too much drama or not fun anymore, then it'll be gone. But I don't think that's going to happen. Bunch of good people here. I'm hoping that you're enjoying it, Tony. And this is what we do, Mason. Basically, we're older. We'll talk about operations upcoming, but mostly, I'm going to say 90% of it is Thailand. Visas, stuff like that. A lot of people here can help each other. So I'm glad that you like it. Toby, stop. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Anyway, maybe I should clickbait the time. Yeah, there you go. Something like that. I'll even do a thumbnail laying on a slab or something. You never know. Go on a cruise. I don't know if you deal into that, because I want to put together something with these people next year sometime. Maybe obviously before Christmas, because Chuck and all them, everybody has a lot of stuff to do then. But if we get 10, 12 guys, we can go do it. It was awesome, Daz. I mean, even if you don't fish, I mean, they'll do whatever you want to do. And the people were outstanding stand-up people. Help you sleep. I know I have been shortening them, haven't I? We used to do 2 to 3 hours, but that was when you came on a lot. But I do, if it's rolling, I'll go. Lately, with all the construction on the pool and that kind of stuff, I cut them an hour or so. We're creeping up on an hour now, but we'll go longer. Yeah, I don't think anybody has to get married, but boy, if you're thinking you can't have a life, here in Thailand you can. I've been married 4 times. Third time was a charm with this one. Getting a skin check. What does that mean? I noticed, I saw something the other day too, that Thailand is offering, they want to jab you again. I didn't even pay attention to it. I get the little flashes on my phone from some of the news, the local news deals, but it's see. I'm gonna drop the link in case somebody wants to come on, so that I can go and yell at my wife to let this freaking dog out of the room. So if anybody wants to come on and can take the reins for 30 seconds while I go find my wife, I would appreciate it. Dave, I had to show Chuck's video where Santa was on the table with us. Yeah, it was. I had a great time, man. I'm looking forward to it. But if anybody's into fishing and likes what they see once the video comes out, It was freaking awesome. We could put together a trip next year. Probably have to be. I think he said the season started, basically the good fishing season was September, October, November, December, something like that. So maybe September, October, I think would be better for Chuck. I know Chuck was invited, like I said, Joe, everybody was invited, but just a hectic time of year. I know it was hard for them to do, but it was a good time. And now that we have more people here, I have to show the boat again. And there's the boat, but let's move it back a little bit. And that's a 62 footer, the one that I was on. And here's inside the cabin a little bit. We'll get very nice, very nice. And it was, and I don't know exactly how many people were on. And this is just some B-roll stuff of the way the seas were. They were, it was a little bit windy when we first went out. The backside of the islands were pretty calm. And then we had this was the first two sailfish hookup. Tim and Aaron were on them, and that was a quick deal. So while we had people in here that maybe didn't see that, but yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun to put together. I know Mitch, he wanted to go too. He was invited. Pulled out his cannabis inhaler. I'll tell you what, in Phuket, here in Surin, I don't get into downtown too much. I know that there's a lot of, every corner had a dispensary of, if it wasn't built in, it was on a cart. If it wasn't on a cart, it was in a truck. You couldn't go 10 feet without being able to purchase cannabis. Somebody please come on, so I can kill this dog. Toby. All right, I'm going. I just didn't want to lose everybody. So maybe Robert too. I don't know. Anybody that wants to go and put it together after I put the video out, and if it looks good to you, let me know. And even if you're going to come to Thailand, like I know Daz is here on and off, a few months here, a few months back, we can schedule something. And people that aren't here full time, like Robert and Jake and whoever else wants to go. And I know that I think Jim showed interest too of Jim and Meow had wanted to go too. So I could put something together. The people are outstanding. So let's see. Tom got timed out. Tom got timed out. What did I miss? Who timed out Tom? I'm in. Yeah, Joe. Just let me know once I put the video out. Maybe in the comments or whatever of that particular video, I'll ask everybody towards the end of the video, and I'll dub something in to put in there if they'd like to schedule something for next year. Let me know what the time of year you're going to be here throughout the whole 23. I would imagine mainly in October, November, and December, or in the last 4 months of the year. We'll rule out December. That I think everybody's got their own stuff to do, families and stuff, even here in Thailand. So, but yeah, I'll do that, and that'll probably be the easiest way. Yeah, it was, and I'll find out the exact. I'll have that all in the video too of how to get a hold of them, what the harbor or the area was called that we were at. But yeah, Phuket, and we flew from Udon, and if I'm not mistaken, it was $50 each way. It was like $90 round trip from Udon to there. So I'm imagining Bangkok to Phuket, or I don't know if is Utapao might be flying out. I know a lot of people are in Pattaya, John Tiem area, so it can't be much more than that. And then they also have apartments and villas that we could all go to. I mean, they've got villas that'll, sleep 20 people, and so we could, if we make the arrangements far enough in advance, they could take care of everything. All we got to do is just show up at the airport. We'll get picked up, taken to the villas, from the villas to the boat, dinner to whatever and back. They were very, very accommodating. It was awesome. Let's see. What's Tony saying here? Slowly wrapping up my career with plans like Daz about 4 to 5 months a year. Learned a lot from Joe and Gift Page, good people, James, and from Daz. Yeah, and that was originally before my wife had passed. Now you know probably more if you watch Richard's show. Tony, we were going to do 6 months and 6 months, not necessarily just in Thailand, although I want to say that if we were going to go different places, Costa Rica, Panama, wherever. And then when we did find some place, we would have locked that in, and I would want to probably go out on a limb and say that I would have picked Thailand, and then spent 6 months in the States on a diesel pusher cruising around during the summer there. So that was the original plan, and of course, cancer had a little bit different plan for her. So, but like I said, there is life after that. Even though 4 years ago you couldn't have told me that. I do everything but not the boat. Yeah, some people don't. Like Tim got sick, but he took the. If he would have took the Dramamine before we started, he probably would have slept on the way out 20 minutes, and he would have been fine. Because after he got sick and got the Dramamine in him and laid down and slept for 20, 30 minutes, he was pretty much fine the rest of the trip. And Daz is saying, yes, Tony, I want to bounce back and forth. Get your own place, keep all your own stuff. Yeah, I think Daz has got it pretty much down to a science. So he would be the one to talk to. That's for sure. What did Tim say? I missed that. Or what our driver had a side. Yeah, I didn't. I ran across that as I was looking through the video because that's actually on. That's going to be the first part of getting to the fishing video, I think. No, the fishing video, getting there. But yeah, they had a sign that said Santa Sleigh. It was pretty cool. Great people. And I don't see Aaron here. He's probably busy. He's still there, and then he's going back to. He built or is in the finishing stages of building his house, so he's going to get back there. But he was the one that kind of put all this together. So ups for Aaron. If I missed something, guys, I'm not too bad. Behind the whole YouTube monitoring thing is interesting. I have to Google. No, it's gone. Boats, real people, robots. I don't know. It was a good time. I'm kind of hoping you can get here and check it out and have a good vacation here, Randy. It's an awesome place, man. Well, you guys know I'm pro Thailand pro. In the beginning of the virus, I was encouraging people and getting stoned from the trolls that invited people to come here, man. Go through the whatever. I would take the chance, and of having it and having to go to stay for 7 to 14 days somewhere, whatever it would take. But of course, I was telling people you need to check it for yourself. I wouldn't come with my family and me go there and they're on their own. Be smart about what you're doing. But if you're single, I mean, if you liked someplace to come, real cheap, don't like rubbing elbows with a million people, it was definitely a time to come. Hey, let me change the layout here. Hey, brother, how are you?
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, it looked like a great time, Dave. Good trip.
You would have had a good time. I know you weren't feeling all that well and stuff, but maybe we can put something together. I think I got a whole crap load of fake friends. So, I mean, if I could talk my fake friends into coming with me, we could load that boat up. The people were just unbelievable. I can't say enough about them.
And it doesn't have to be at December, January time.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we put something beforehand, I guess I asked Andrew, was the guy that was in charge of running the whole boat. He's from, I want to say England. And he said that end of the year, September, October, November, the last 4 months of the year are the best fishing.
Uh-huh.
The fishing was outstanding.
I apologize for the lighting. I'm not at my house. I'm not at my condo. So
looks good. It looks
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Looks better than mine.
Thanks. And
Let's see
I
what
have my headphones on though. That's for sure. I
you
can
got.
hear
New
you
ones.
just great now. Yeah,
You got new ones.
yeah.
Let's see.
I forget
Glad you
when I
got
got them.
dressed before coming. I don't want to get.
I went down to Tucom and got them a couple weeks ago.
Cool. And Randy says definitely going to be coming here with the whole virus thing. Yeah, I know, it was a bummer. And now the granddaughter. I hear that. In fact, Tim is going. His wife's gone. They have. He's a grandpa, and she's in the States for I think 2.5, 3 months. They'll be coming back at end of January. So let's see, Mitch. What? Mitch is seasick on land. He doesn't need to get on a boat to get seasick.
I'm my own worst enemy.
I think we could get that would be a hell of a group talking about Chuck, Joe, James, Alex, me, you, Daz. Who else would want to? I know Jim. He wanted to go of Meow fame, and I'm sure there's other people that would want to go. I bet you we could put 10, 12 people together. I think they said a good fishing number is like 6, but a lot of the people I don't need to fish. I want people that haven't sports fished before to catch the fish like Tim and stuff. So it wouldn't matter to me. The experience was worth it. We could have caught nothing and I would have been fine.
I've been in some pretty rough seas when I was fishing, out of Ilwaco and Westport.
That's right. You have been quite a bit. That's right.
And yeah, I lost my train of thought, but never been seasick. And when guys around me were hurling, and I made them hurl too, as well, with a herring, biting the herring's head off, and stuff like that.
That's always good.
The only time I came close to actually getting sick was here in Pattaya. No kidding. I was out till about 4 a.m. Partying. This is years ago, obviously, and we got on the dive boat about 7:30, and I said, I need some sleep, so I went up and laid on the bow, all splayed out like a beluga, and I woke up and we're going like this, and I thought, oh shit, the world's spinning, and that's the closest I came to getting sick on a boat.
I did when I was younger, and I want to say when I was in my early 20s. Hey, James, we spent 3 days on his 25-footer in Catalina, and slept there and everything. And then after that day, I never been sick again, and I've been out a bunch of times out of Cabo. And I think Gorgeous Thailand says he's in. Yeah, and boats. I'm sure Robert Mack, if he's around. Like I said, when I put that video out in I'll do a little dubbing somewhere in there that if anybody's interested in doing a trip, the latter part of 23, leave it in the comments and the time that you're going to be here. Because like people like Daz and stuff. So I know that it'd be a blast. And James, I'm starting that medication tomorrow. My wife's going to jab me with the needle. My doctor wants me. He says I'm a fat bastard. I'll say bastard. Actually, I said it. He would never say that about me. So he said, you need to get your knees done. So we need to get weight off of you. And since you got no energy or nothing, they wouldn't give me testosterone. He said it's not good for my pump. And so he gave me that drug that James, I don't know the name of it. The drug that James, it's 2 shots, 2 shots a month. And we'll see what happens. A lot of people I know that I saw on James's live, a guy came on. I know, James, you kind of leveled out or something. But one guy on there said he lost 30 pounds or something in like 3 weeks or something. I don't remember. You probably do. But I told James
yeah, is that what it's called? Ozempic?
Is that what it is? Is that what James is
called? Yeah.
Yeah,
hey,
it sounds right.
Mark King asked a question, Dave, about Hua Hin.
What is?
I've got a few friends actually retired down there. They love it. They love Hua Hin.
I like Hua Hin. A lot of people, I don't know. They say maybe I think the thing that everybody looks at is whether they want be around a bunch of nightlife and not. And I think that area is perfect because even if you go between there and where Joe is in Pachuap, you're still only, depending on where you live, 45 minutes or so away from, or an hour, or as close as 15 minutes from going into downtown. But I liked Wahin, me personally. What does it
Yeah,
say? You?
I haven't spent any time there myself. So I visited
says
Bruce there once when we rented our bikes. His friend rented my motorcycle. I rented his motorcycle
that's right.
on the trip. That's the only time I've actually spent there.
David from Seren wants to know if you're in your bar.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in my bar. Grand opening. It's really busy right now. It's hopping. You can
You
just
couldn't
I
pay me. You couldn't pay me enough money to
can
walk the
barely hear you
streets of
guys.
Pattaya, right? You couldn't pay me enough money to walk the streets of Pattaya right now. No way. No way. And Mark got by something. What is it? Yesterday, did you know that? But before going to a place, you try and find much info amount. Yeah, and I think so. The best thing, the information that I give everybody is, if you are coming to Thailand and only been here once or twice and want to know about different places, first place I would start is Chuck. Chuck's been, if you type in the name of wherever you want to go, chances are he's been there twice. And then you've got Joe and you got James now going to all, you got a bunch of good vloggers as far as for traveling. But as far as I think, my personal opinion, Chuck's been around for a long time. And like I said, some of the places you might want to go, he might have been 4 times. If I have 5 videos on, it just depends. But that'll give you a good idea. And that's what I did. That's how I ended up in Kamala. I watched Rob 20 seconds in Thailand. I thought he was a good guy, but it wasn't watching him even for him. I wanted to see what the background and what Kamala was like, and I liked what I saw. So that's where I ended up.
Mm-hmm.
Just dirty ice cubes and lots of soda.
Yep, Daz. The sunset's behind you in Wahin.
Yeah, I'm gonna come, Robert. Like I said, I have to talk to my wife. She's out getting ready for the party. She doesn't know, but I think I'm gonna come down for that meetup's on the 7th, right? Mitch, do I have the right date? 7th of January would be the first Saturday. So I'll come down like on the 6th and go back on the 9th or something.
Yes,
So
correct.
I'll
Now,
schedule
heads up.
Mhm.
There's some discussion of
changing.
spreading the love by
Okay.
going to different venues monthly, right? Or having an additional meetup somewhere. But
Right.
this next one's scheduled like normal, but it may change come before the
Between
7th.
now and then.
There'll be enough of
Well,
it.
as long as I'm in the area, it doesn't really matter to me.
It's in town, I mean, it's not, can't be,
Right.
we're
The only thing
but
that I
we're
liked,
doing that.
the only thing that I liked, and you can tell when you go to the future places that you want to go to, I'll only be there 20 minutes. If the music's so loud that I can't even say hello to you, I'll be gone. I spent 4 or 5 hours in the Wombat, kept the music at a decent level. People are coming there. I want to say that 90% of the people that were in the Wombat were from YouTube, and they were there to say hello to somebody they hadn't met, Greenie, or they hadn't met James or Fa or whatever, and they wanted to say hello. And when the music's bumping, I don't know how you do it with your hearing. I'd run
I
out of
don't.
there. Yeah. So if they
It's
know
gotta
that,
be,
then
it's
that
gotta
would
be
be great.
irritating to the people I'm talking to when I'm saying, what? What?
Yeah, I
I mean,
just
it's just
so I'm game for any place. I think the people at the
wears me out,
Wombat are
actually.
great.
It's very,
I
very
think they're
tiring.
great people. The people that own the Wombat are great people. But I would be game to go anywhere. But like I said, I'll only be there 45 minutes or something if the music's so loud that you can't
Yeah,
hear
wearing my
yourself.
hearing aids, it doesn't help.
Yeah, Mitch
It doesn't help.
he's an
Just pipes it
amazing
right in,
man
pipes it in the one
to
ear,
be
and
able
it's
to
just
do that. I've been on this. What is great? Logan saying I've been on a new diet during the holiday. You also try it. It's called bourbon. Bourbon for breakfast. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have bourbon for breakfast. Me, I'm not one of them. I wish I was. No, I don't. I like my life the way it is.
Hmm.
Casinos that got caught on fire in Cambodia. No, I didn't actually,
Can you
Mark.
throw that link up, Dave? Maybe someone else wants to come on and
Yeah,
talk.
I can do that. I
I'm sure
can
they're
actually
bored
do
with me already.
that. Yeah, everybody's welcome here.
Tom, got time to say hi? James,
What are you doing for New Year's
me?
since you're up here? Yeah.
Staying away from loud noises and traffic.
Uh, Homie say what? Dad say. Yeah, I like I said, I'm game. I'm gonna try, but my darndest
Oh, Jazz.
to be there on the 7th. I know that I don't think I have really anything going on. I don't think. Um,
Yeah,
GottoLoveThailand.
we have a good time. I mean, Christmas Eve, I'm not much into silly string. That crap was flying like crazy. It was noisy.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it is that time of the year, so you got to just deal with it. But
And Tony's in the car scene. There excites me. Reminds me when I was a kid working on my Nova and old VWs. It. I'm a car guy too. That's the one thing that I kind of. I don't know. I don't really miss it. I've still got I got a 66
thanks, gorgeous
Volkswagen
Thailand.
that needs to be done sitting in my house that I sold to my nephew. So I'll never get around to that. The last one that I did, I actually had someone else do was a 68 Porsche, and uh, but I like cars my whole life. Like I said, the era. I don't know how old you are, but the era that most of the people grew up here, we had the best of everything, the best cars, the best music. No one had better than what we had in the 70s, pretty much 60s, 70s, and 80s even. Uh,
I
Never
know it's
bored.
quite a car scene in Australia, Dave.
Yeah, a lot of cars there.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know. I had fun. I was into VWs and stuff too. So let's see.
that's
Thanks.
what we grew up with, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What we know, and
Like I said, and the stuff was nothing back then to have a, well, you had to have a little bit of money, but I mean, when I went out and looked when we were 19, my buddy bought a 1958 Corvette, and I wanted a 59. I mean, he had a 59. I wanted a 58 because it had the two chrome strips on the back I liked. Otherwise, it looked just like the 59. And
does the '59
I
have
was
two headlights on each side?
the 59, yes, two headlights.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going
Yeah.
to picture it. Okay.
57, I think, was the first year of or the last year of the single. I think I could be wrong, but I was turning down, going, "Oh, $1,200 is it's a lot of money," you know. Because of course the ones I was looking at weren't completely done either. But turning down,
That
oh
was a
no,
good party too. The
1,500.
hacienda, that one.
What's that?
The closing party at the hacienda.
Uh well,
Yeah.
he sold it, right?
Yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah.
But I was just replying to gorgeous Thailand.
Oh,
That was a good time.
you met Gorgeous. Cool.
Uh huh.
Randy only posted this because I forgot. Oh, geez. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, 52 years young. So you're a youngster, but you're getting there. But you still caught the
Yeah. I'll get
kazoo.
that beer for you.
You still over here? Yeah, well, come on the 7th.
You know,
Come
every
on the
time
7th.
speaking of beers, every time I've gone out with Robert since he's been here, he's paid my beer tab, or my beer tab, my soda water tab, whatever.
You
It's
won't
just
let you buy
amazing.
nothing?
Robert's an awesome guy. I appreciate that, Robert. And even if you didn't buy me anything, you're a great guy.
I'm looking forward to meeting Robert. A lot of the people that I've talked to for a
Look at my
long
big
time,
mug here.
including you. Oh wow, Mr. Rich. What does it say? Mayor
Mayor
of
of
Thailand.
Thailand. I didn't even
Wow.
notice that when it was gifted to me. I had no idea. It was at the
I got a
meetup,
cup
and
too. I don't know where it's at. I've got to go. I got to go look for it. I've got. Oh, it's on the front seat of the truck. Aaron also gave me a Yeti type cup from that has the boat name and everything on it. Ah, there he is. Your ears burning?
Hey, Aaron.
I've been talking about you and showing stuff like this all all uh, all morning. I took little clips off of my off
Well,
of
that's okay.
one of the
I'm gonna
cards
get
this
a
morning, and just
warmer
kind of
coffee here.
showed
Try to keep the life.
showed the boat a little bit,
Y'all
showed showed some of the B-roll stuff that I took, and showed both you and Tim hooked up on double on a couple of sailfish. So I thought I'd put it on there, let everybody see, and tell them what great people your family were, outstanding. So I'm looking forward, dropping in for a second. All right, I hope you caught that. I'll talk to you, I'm sure, soon, anyways. But I'm trying to put together a trip for next year already with the people here. Like, got 2 or 3 or 4 people already interested. So yeah, I can hear that. That's a good car. I had a 69 Boss 302, but I was a Chevy guy too at the time. But we stumbled across it. Somebody called us up and said, "Do you want to buy a car?" To my buddy mainly, and he said a guy uh, blew up the motor. It's in the trunk. It's the original motor, and it's a 4-speed car. And we went and bought it and put it back together. Had no idea what it was, except it was fun to drive. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff back then. Mach ones, everything. But the Camaros were probably one of my favorites, even though I had a '55 2-door hardtop. But I was a Chevy. I was both, I guess. Yeah, sitting in Phuket traffic. Well, good. I'm glad you heard that. But yeah, we've been talking a lot about it. And every time more and more people I get in here, I pop I pop into this and show the boat. Awesome boat. Um, can't say enough about Aaron and his family. Uh, it was a great time. Hey Gary, how you doing? Glad you can make it. Hope you had a good New Year's. Just been watering the lawn. That's right. You're here, Thailand, right? Any plans to test the maximum capacity of your new pool?
I wonder
It's probably
why
going to
I
get tested today. It's going to get tested today, Randy. There's probably going to be 5 or 6 kids and 8 or 10 adults in it, and I won't be going in if there's that many in there. The kids, I'm going to have to. I don't know what I'm going to do. I won't talk about that.
I grew up on Chevys, but then later in life I ended up with Fords because my cousin was selling for Ford, and all the work vans and work trucks and stuff that we bought, I just went with Ford. They were
That's a
pretty
good
pretty
idea. I
tough.
might do that, Grace. I might do that. Yeah, I was too. The Ford guys were always. I liked them both, but I did Ford trucks. I kind of leaned more towards than Chevy. But the older stuff, I liked both. I liked old Ford trucks, 56s. I
Yeah, yeah.
liked old Chevy trucks, 56s. But they
That's
always
funny,
said,
Rob.
and
Screw Ford, Chevy rules.
yeah, the only thing that all the Ford guys said, which made sense, is that Chevy's got the distributor in the wrong spot. And if you've ever worked on a Chevy and had to get back into the back of that deal, it sure was a hell of
Back
a
in the
lot
day,
easier.
yeah, back in the day,
Right. Remember
they
that?
still were easier. I could actually get under the hood on the older rigs, you know.
But they were definitely get to the distributor a lot easier. But I
Yeah,
did. I mean, they made a lot of good vehicles, though, man. I mean, but I'd have to say, if I had to say I was one, I was probably leaned a little bit more towards Chevy, especially when I was younger. You couldn't beat that Camaro, man, and the Z28s
the
and
Ford.
everything else.
Okay,
That was just cool Camaro.
the service crews and stuff used beat the hell out of the vans, the Econolines and the F-150s and F-250s. Used, I mean, just abused them, and they never broke down. They never broke down. But I
We
did
had
have
good luck
problems
with
with
Dodge. We had a good luck
it. It's just
with the Dodge vans too. I know someone just said. Joe said I'm a Dodge guy. Yeah, and you know what it was? It was the motors. I think it was a 318 that they had in their
Mhm.
vans that we had in some of the service vans. Hell of a motor, man.
Mhm.
But I guess everybody did, and then of course Chrysler with all their Dodge Chrysler with their
See,
Hemis. And
that may have been the case for you, Rob, but never for me.
if you own multiple trucks,
I've
never
had
buy. Always
just
in the shop.
I've had good
I
luck, I
didn't
guess.
have. Yeah, I had good luck too with Ford trucks, um, especially the 150s and the newer
Yeah,
ones
Tim.
too.
Tim said that. Tim sold Chevys but drove Ford
Yeah, Tim did, didn't
and owns a Ford now.
he? Dodge is the worst.
I own a
Happy
Yamaha
New
now.
Year. Happy New Year's to you, Jay. I'm glad that I think it's going to be a good one, right? We all going to have
Hey
a
Tim, is
good.
that four-wheel drive, by the way? Your Ford.
Tim's got the new. What is it? Everest. Everest, I think. Nice
Is
vehicle.
it an Everest?
It's an SUV, I think. Right?
Oh, an
And the
SUV.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
a,
thought
he
he had a
got
pickup. I thought he had a
well
pickup.
because they have the grandchild now that's going to come visit. He said the truck didn't have the ability to have
Two by.
that
Okay,
real
thanks, Tim.
safety belt for the chair in the
Uh-huh.
back. It didn't have it on his pickup, so yeah, I think he sold it to a family member and bought the Everest.
Never owned a
He's
Pinto. I've driven them though. Yeah.
Pinto. That's a Joe. That's your last name, right, Joe? I think. Well,
Yeah.
let's see. I don't know. What was it? They make it in four wheel.
Sold the Ranger.
It's an
Okay.
Everest. Yeah, in fact, we drove by the niece that he stayed at while they built the house has a big store in the village, and when we drove
Orange
by there, he said, "Oh,
69
there's my
Camaro
truck,"
SS built
and his
396.
truck was there. What's
Oh
that?
yeah. I'm reading Randy's comment about his first car or bought a car. Oh yeah, very first car. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Rams. We had HVAC service stuff, and I want to say we had
That's a
both,
good
but
one, Rob. Sorry, Dave.
we leaned toward. What's that?
I
What happened?
like Rob's latest comment about Ford.
The
Ford has a front end problem.
be the front wheels.
Hey, we got a
I'm
Chevy
gonna
diehard
go
in
out.
the house. Like,
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go
hey,
out on a
Daddy.
limb and say you're a Chevy guy, and you don't like Fords. But I'm just getting a hint of that from you. You need to be more. Let's see.
That's
This
cool, man.
Travelers. I was always a
You
Chevy
know,
guy,
that's why
but
there's
my
so many
Ford.
different brands.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the
Um,
game. We all have
Traveler
different
says it.
tastes.
I was always a Chevy guy, but my Ford F-150 was the best pickup I ever had. With 5 kids, was always in the suburbs. Yeah, like I said, I if I've been lucky, I mean, I don't know that. Like I
Amen,
said, if I
James.
had to
Amen.
consider,
Honda
I'd
Jazz
say
will
Chevy.
jazz up your life. You
What's
know?
that?
James says everyone needs a Honda Jazz. It'll change your life.
Yeah,
Right
I don't
on,
know.
Tom. Drive careful. No, I'm up in Surin, Tom. I'm sorry I didn't get the memo. I drove to Surin last night.
You
I
drove a
just
Ford. You
I
drove a
can't
Ford,
stand
by the way,
Patia.
to
I'm
Surin.
tired of Patia. I'm looking for a place in Surin.
I
Dave's
like
gonna
that
show
little
me
car.
around.
That James has. That
No
Jazz.
offense,
Honda
no
makes it.
offense to the Jazz or small cars like the Toyota Yaris and such. I call them roller skates. A term of endearment. So right now I'm debating on a roller skate or uh, a pickup with 4 doors. That I'm on that fence now.
I would go with the pickup. I like my pickup, even though I
Yeah,
like the
I'll tell
car.
you what,
If you
man.
could have both, it would
That
be
Jazz,
ideal.
we were filling up on the Pajero and we're sitting there filling up for 10 minutes and James is already done in 7-Eleven, paid up and spent a third or a quarter of the price, and it travels just the same. So there you go.
There you go. That's where I got it in 72 for
And
400 bucks.
smaller cars, you can really get around here in these tight
Yeah, a lot
places,
easier, but yeah, sure.
limited parking,
That
stuff
makes
like that.
sense. I wouldn't want to take my 4-door around down there and look for something to stay. But Traveler said his first was a 59. That's my buddy. It was really weird. He bought it, kind of fixed it up. We were in high school, sold it to an older gentleman, a friend of one of our friends' father. He took it completely, and when he sold it to him, he said, "One day I will. If can I buy this back if you ever want to sell it?" And
Wait,
Jay
I thought
completely
Chevys were the
rebuilt
worst,
this
Rob.
car.
Or Fords.
And
I thought Fords were
when
the
he
worst.
when he when he ended up getting the car back, I guess, to make a long story short, he completely redid the car. And then my buddy said, "I'd like to buy it back," and he bought it back from him. Has it in his garage now. In fact, I have a picture of it on my phone somewhere. But they were
Shit.
900, $1,000.
Huh.
What did I miss there? You were saying?
No offense to any of the other manufacturers, but pickup truck or SUV wise, I'm leaning towards Toyota here in Thailand.
I don't know. I'd hate to say.
Chevrolet pulled out of Thailand because
Yeah, I
they
know.
couldn't compete with Ford. Ford kicked their ass.
But you could say it like I really like my Forza. And I'm a Harley guy from the word go. I love my Forza. I had both the 1,000-watt Honda generator and the 2,000-watt. And I'm sorry, but some of the Jap stuff that they are, and especially in their cars and their motorcycles, I think they're beyond us, man. I think their quality control is better. And I'm red, white, and blue. I bleed red, white, and blue. And I don't know, man.
Really?
I had
You should
little
get that
Honda
checked
Accords
out,
that
Dave.
went forever. What's that? Yeah.
The white and blue coming out.
But
Yeah, carry a lot of electric
AMC,
vehicles coming to Thailand.
AMC. Never buy a Jeep. Now I had Wranglers. We're on opposite ends of the triangle, which is cool. I mean, I'm perfectly okay with that. I liked my Wrangler, but I like my Jeep. Let's see what's in Rob. I really
I used to
feel.
say some things about Jeep drivers back in Seattle, but I won't repeat it here.
I love the Ranger Raptor,
I've never.
but damn
Let me
the
think. No, I've
yeah. I
never
don't know.
owned
I
a
was really surprised though that now what Ford did Jim and Meow buy? They
I
bought
think I think it's a Ranger. I don't think it's a Raptor.
is it a Ranger? The Ranger, I thought the price. Now the Raptor it's a nice truck, but that Ranger's an awesome truck, and it was, I want to say it was as much as I paid for mine, 800,000 or 900,000, which I thought was cheap. Because I paid 9 for mine. Tim would
I've
know
I've
what
driven
the.
a lot of Subarus, Rob. Friends of mine owned them. They were happy with them.
Yeah, I don't
Never
know.
owned one. No.
Some of the stuff here can get
Let's see,
expensive.
Mazda.
The Subaru. Now Subaru, I'm not really big on, although they're supposed to be good vehicles, but I've never owned one. Uh,
Yeah.
Fish Eagle, how you doing?
Now,
Glad you could
back
come
in the
by.
States, this is years ago. I don't know if it's changed, but the Ford Ranger was a Mazda.
Yeah, exactly.
Certain
Yes.
time
Yeah,
period.
back to. Yeah, they
I don't
were.
keep up on any of that stuff now, but
I don't remember what years they were, but yes, that's a. As far as I know, that's a true fact.
in fact, I was fixing to change jobs, and I had a company truck, and I knew the end was near at that particular job. So I said, I better go buy a truck, and I couldn't fit in a freaking Ranger in the States, so I ended up with a 150.
A gorgeous Thailand said he just bought the Toyota. What is that? Revo? I don't know how to pronounce that. Revo.
Awesome, James. That worked out good. Yeah, deductive
900,
reasoning and putting
$1 million
stories together, the puzzle together did that repair. I knew what to look for.
Honda and Toyota are level down.
Thanks, James.
See, I drove a Jeep all over South Korea, 78, 79, and performed great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had good luck with Jeeps also. I as far as I'm concerned, the Jeeps with the straight 6 in them was almost a impossible motor to explode. That probably had to be the toughest 6-cylinder that was ever was ever created. That straight 6. And so I don't know. So people have bad experiences with cars. It's just the way it is. Um, what is
Kind
this
of got
thing,
that
Tony?
granola thing with the Subarus in Seattle there, Randy.
It's,
Very,
yeah,
very popular there.
I remember seeing Subarus and Outbacks.
What's the worst car you ever owned? Don't tell me a Ford, Rob. But what's the worst car you've ever owned? What's the worst vehicle you've ever owned? It just was like problems all the time. There's a topic.
what what was the worst car I ever? I had. Well, that wasn't the fault of the car. That was a '65 Impala, but that was because it had 6 non-fouling adapters in it, and it barely ran. But it was it was my pretty much my first car. But I had a lot of stuff. Metropolitan Nashes. I had a lot of weird vehicles. Probably my funnest car was my Jensen Healy. I really liked that. It had a double overhead
Dodge
cam
Omni. Oh
Lotus
yeah, a buddy
motor
of
in it.
mine owned one. I got a story about um, his that Dodge
What
Omni
vehicle?
later for another day. For
You
another
said
day.
what? Dodge Omni. Is that what
Yeah,
that?
Dodge Omni.
I don't think I've ever driven in one of those. The worst. Uh, I've
Yeah, a friend of
literally
mine.
never.
I was stationed at Fort Hood, Texas, and I drove him up to Dallas from Killeen to drop him off at the airport in his car. I've got a story about that night with that car. Unbelievable. It was pretty bulletproof at the time.
James said he's literally never owned a single American car.
Wow.
You need to buy a Ford truck here in Thailand. Then
My first vehicle that I was personally in my name was a '62 Chev step side pickup 4-wheel drive short box.
you know, mid '70s had a rotary engine. Yeah, the rotary in their truck way before the RX-7 came out. We're a little faster than the truck too. Yeah, there
You
was a
know,
lot of crossover stuff.
neighbors had a Datsun B210 that was I don't know what year old, and when I was in high school,
It had to
and
be
that thing
old just with
was
that name, Datsun,
bulletproof.
and now it's Nissan. So Datsun is old. If you say Datsun, that's probably when we were teenagers. I'm gathering
Five
two
hundred bucks.
forties.
Wow, up to $10,000 now. Charging infrastructure being installed across Thailand, including many PTT stations. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm glad that I
I
got
know.
my electric hot rod, but I'm also glad I didn't. I've seen one
They
station,
sure have come a long way, Randy. Yeah.
one charging station, Gary, since my limited travels. But I'm really happy with the Nissan. I like my.
I still own my '84 Yugo. I'm happy with it.
What was the? I want to say the worst car that I ever seen was what was the one that they actually put a 3-cylinder in and they didn't have air conditioning and they sold them in California. The hell was the name of that? Maybe it wasn't the
Uh,
Yugo. Did the Yugo have a 3-cylinder? I don't. It
I
was a.
don't remember. I have to Google it. I don't feel like
God, it
typing.
was a piece. It was a piece of crap. Whatever it was.
Wow, David from Saran. That sucks. Forty
But
thousand. The rods through the bonnet.
really,
Geo Metro. Now that
yeah,
well, I'm actually picturing that now. Yeah, there sure has been some dogs, huh?
yeah, there
Haven't there?
was.
Just some real
But we were on the other end.
and
All those
ugly
big block
too.
Fords and big block
Ugly.
Chevy Corvettes, and there was a lot of good ones. But there were some little. But look at those. They're getting a lot of money for Datsun 240s. You know, Z's
Oh, I
260s,
had a
280s.
friend that was up until the day he died was into the 240Zs, rebuilding them. You know, I mean, real
They're
car
worth a lot of money
enthusiast. You know,
now.
like on that particular thing.
They're worth a lot of money now, as far as I know.
240, 260, 280, 300, la 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 la.
Fiat.
Fiat. That little there's that what's the newer little Fiat? I don't know what it's called, but it's tiny little. I remember when it first came out in the shit. I don't know, was it in early
My
2000s or
my
something?
buddies have those 300. They love it. My buddy, what happened was his son bought one His dad, my friend, signed for his kid to buy this car, and the kid said, "Dad, I can't afford to pay the payments," and he got it, and he loves it. He loves
Yeah, good to
driving.
know.
They're drivers too. They're racers, go-karters. Come from go-kart background, NASCAR, and
The first brand new car I ever purchased was an '84 Ford Escort with a diesel engine. Okay, almost unheard of
diesel.
back then. Yeah, it had a diesel, and the diesel engine was made by Mazda, which was or Ojai, which is a subsidiary of Mazda back then. It got 58
Wow.
miles to the gallon.
And that's why you bought it? Because of the gas mileage,
Yeah,
or what?
I liked it. I liked it. It was what I could afford. It was nice. I drove it to death, and then I sold it to my father-in-law. Gosh, 18 years later. And the car outlived him.
I just said the Mazda had the Ranger. Did look the
Yeah, yeah.
same.
It was. In fact, I would pull it in
Yeah.
for service or maintenance or whatever. And the hardest part for me, I changed my own oil and all that kind of crap back then, you know. You couldn't get to the frickin' oil filter. So I would take it to the dealership and they would look at it and go, "What the hell is this?" They didn't even know. I mean, that's how rare it was.
Let's see. My '68 Bug was a love-hate relationship. No matter how good I bled the brakes, they always took 2 or 3 pumps before to stop. That's too bad. I love my Volkswagens. I had a lot of Volkswagens. But the biggest thing that I remember when you were talking about maintenance
That's another
stuff,
car.
there was a big block. I think it was a big block Mach 1 Ford that you had to actually take loose the motor mounts to get to the spark plugs, to change the spark plugs on one side. I think you had to take the cross members off, the supports, take the actual motor mount loose so that you could jack up the motor to get to change the rear plug. Somebody might know or remember that, but I think it was a big block Ford Mustang. Actually,
picture of that
59 Beetle. I sold
two-tone,
a
like maroon and
62
silver.
recently. Well, 5 years ago. 1960 it was, David. Mine that I sold. I have pictures of that on my phone too.
Oh, come on.
No, wait. Gary's going to say something about Tesla. Very good, Jared. I just haven't seen the charging stations. I think once they get that here in Thailand to where it is good, I think a lot of people, I know a lot of people are buying the Chinese fully electric SUVs or whatever they are. Some people are saying they're all right. I don't know. I'm not a big Chinese guy. Worst car was a Saab. Best and most fun car was, I had a Celica too. And the Celica ran.
When I was stationed in Germany, I did. I'm glad I didn't though, because the exchange rate tanked.
The trucks.
Because you could actually get it on finance it, you know, in Germany.
What is that? This current truck is in a Zuzu with the Mazda. He's saying the current Mazda truck is in the Zuzu with a Mazda badge on it.
Oh.
Because they don't. I know Chevy left because I think this Chinese plant that's building these deals is in right by down by you over. My mind's gone now for some reason. Where Tom lives and Mark over there, Rayong, they took over the Chevrolet factory. Yeah, is what I heard. I don't know.
What's the name of that Chinese car?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of it.
Haval or something?
Yeah, something like that. That sounds familiar.
Little Celica GT, no kidding.
I liked my Celica I had. And it was almost indestructible. I drove the hell out of it. And,
of course, all my friends that have owned Hondas have generally had good luck with them too.
I did with the Accords, man. The Accords you could drive until they die. Like I said, I'd love to say bad things about Japanese stuff, but they just, God, they got their shit together when it comes to
I'll tell you, the fit and finish
quality
has been
control.
superior to American-made cars for decades.
Yeah, they just
No
have great
offense.
quality control. And
I had
I
a
am, like I
Cutlass.
said, I'm a US
What
guy.
year was that Cutlass?
A Cutlass,
80?
with a smaller engine.
Had a
That's
350, a Rocket 350 in it, whatever that meant. And I blew
in a
that
Cutlass.
sucker up. And I bought a
My
big,
first.
uh, land yacht. The guy had a fresh 455, again, Oldsmobile Rocket 455 in that thing, and I bought it. He totaled the car, but the engine and drivetrain was great. I
My
swapped it
first
out.
wife had a Cutlass.
I think
She
it
had
was
had
an
the
80.
350 in it too. She
Let me
had.
look
I
that
don't
up.
remember what year it was, but my first wife worked for Bob's Big Boy. She was on top
It
of the
had
world, and she had that Cutlass.
tail lights were twin, up and down.
It looked the one of the guys I know that's on YouTube has bought two of
No,
them,
wasn't
and
that
he
year.
likes them. He did a good review on them, and they look awesome. I mean the stuff that they have as far as the electronics and all that kind of stuff looks state of the art. But I guess we'll see what'll happen. My biggest thing is if they've only got one factory and you've got to. It's like me when I bought
Okay, what year was
that
that?
Taiwanese bike for cheap price
Come
and
on.
drove it. It was a fine bike and everything, but like my wife said, what happens if it breaks down? My Honda, my Forza, I could be close to a town and I'm close to 20 Honda dealers. So that would be what I would take into consideration when buying the that particular car. Until they get places all over Thailand, if they get different dealerships and crap like that. But if you have to take it to the factory and you have to go, the only place you can go is Rayong.
Damn,
It's
I'm
kind of
getting old.
what happened.
I'm looking up the Cutlass. I said 80. Hell, it was, I think, oh, yeah, it was a 71. Wow, I need to get my head checked. No kidding.
What happened?
Hey,
What
Alex.
happened?
Oh, I
Alex here?
was saying
Hey,
Cutlass
Alex.
I own.
Uh,
I like the car, but I in the middle of the day, no alcohol involved, I wrapped it around a telephone pole, guys.
ooh,
Got out from under me. Got out from under me.
what is Gary saying? They, by the way,
That
Chinese are now selling around to 3 cars in Thailand. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw an advertisement for that. You know that when I totaled that Cutlass, honestly, it would have killed the average man. Thank God I'm below average. I
What is
survived.
it? We spent the night on Highway 50 in the middle of Nevada because
Hey, Mike and Nicole.
my serpentine belt on my 90 Toyota pickup before somebody driving by. I blew up my 70, 78 Corvette out in the middle of the desert. My fault. Wide open, overheated it, and woke up in the morning to my pager going because I was on call. It was a Saturday morning, and I'm watching the sun come up, still hung over, trying to figure out how I'm going to get this Corvette back to the valley to my service truck and the 8 calls that I already have, and the sun just popped up. So fun days. I'm glad I don't do that anymore. So nice to be retired. God, I'm way behind on stuff. Mom had a 76 354 barrel and fast car on the highway, lightning speed.
Yeah, that's
What was
awesome.
the?
Dad, awesome.
I think I remember the station wagon that my mom had the almost like the Volkswagen uh, half moon lights down the back. I think it was a Dodge 69 or something. That was when no seat belts. There's 3 or 4 kids in the way back, facing backwards with the window down. Must have had 10, 12 people in the freaking car. No one in a seatbelt on the way to the beach through Malibu Canyon. Had a lot of fun. And we drank out of garden hoses too. It was a dangerous time to be alive. God, sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up. I didn't see Journeys is here. How you guys doing? Hope you're both well. I'm still hoping to get over that way. Like I said, I think my wife has February in Pachuap, I think. I can't remember. I have to find out. She has a seminar thing, so we'll probably make vacation out of it. So we'll definitely drop by and see everybody though. In what is it called? Americanville? What American US? Whatever you guys
Vinyl
going
seats, no seatbelts. Yeah, my mom's arm was my seatbelt growing up.
Yeah,
Hang on,
straight arm,
she go, hang
straight
on.
arm. Yeah, straight arm. That's it. Yeah,
My
I
mom
mean,
had a
we
lead
did
foot
everything.
too. Jeez
So did
Louise.
my aunt and my mom did too. I don't know if it was the
Yeah,
era,
yeah,
but
those solid metal dashes, no crumple
yeah,
zones, baby.
it was. I'm surprised we're half of us are alive now, for
Yeah,
sure.
Kingswood Estate, Chevrolet Kingswood Estate with a 350 in it. My mom drove that like a sports car.
All
Yeah.
right, Paul. Yeah, get a hold of me somehow. I don't know how, but get a hold of me.
What's Paul saying?
Finished my quart jar of Mexican carrots. Thanks to Mike and Nicole. Yeah, I mean that's what kills me the most. You guys don't know. I don't know if you guys watch me at all, Nicole and them. But I'm an Italian, but Mexican food is my top notch freaking food of choice,
Thank
and
you,
we've
Rob.
got like almost
Thank you.
zero in Surin. It sucks. I did have some tacos when I was in Phuket that were okay, but I'd rather cook myself. So I don't know how you guys find the jalapenos. It seems like Surin. I see Chuck going, everybody going to their macro and stuff, and they've got 10 times the crap there than we have in ours. You can't find nothing.
They're
But I think you
occasionally
guys
out
get them
at
soon.
Macro. They occasionally run out.
Yeah, I don't. I never see them, but Mexican food's my go-to for sure.
Soy America. Going
Soy
crazy. Soy
America,
America.
is that what they call
I prefer soy made in Thailand. That's more entertainment there.
them?
Soy America, I go to rest.
Yeah, with a single speaker. That was my 55 Chevy.
No kidding.
And then what
Mono.
in my Metropolitan Nash had a single speaker but a tubed AM radio. It was
Wow.
awesome.
Holy
56,
smokes. Amazing.
55, 54. They all had the same radios, tube
That
radio and
that Kingswood, that 70 that my mom had was had an 8-track in it. So when the music fades out, click click, fades back in.
it was
Gotta love
interesting
it.
days. Like I
Pastor
said, I
Ron
show my
Blanchard.
age. I show my age sometimes because the truck that I had that I could still. I went to San Onofre. We had longboards back then, and we were going to go screw around and spend the night. And I had a 4-track player in that Ford pickup, and it only lasted a week. And they went to everything was 8-track and then cassette, and boy, we went cassette. Look at this little bitty thing. It was a wild time to grow up. That's for sure.
Wow. That's cool, Mark.
What did Mark say?
Yeah.
One of my two friends bought a '69 convertible Corvette. My buddy had a '69 black, soft top, hard top. His had the small block. His was a 350. The '69 was a 350.
So
He
reading
got
that note, I don't want to be a grammar guy, but one of my two friends. So that you're telling me you have only two friends?
That could be me. That could have been a statement island.
Yeah.
But yeah, his was a 350. I want to say the 68, but it was very common for motors to get changed. We did a change out. People, the purists that are on here now, listen to this, will absolutely puke. We took
He
he wanted a 1960, God, was it 66? No, 65 Corvette.
Oh,
And
Green
he
Mountain.
wanted it with side pipes, but he did not want a big block in it. But he wanted it with side pipes. We bought
That's right.
a Corvette, and we took
That's right,
that
Randy.
big block original motor that was sitting in there and pulled it out and put a 327 motor in there. And he paid us to do that. He actually gave that
Mark,
69 convertible Corvette to my friend George for doing that. Me and George did it, but George got the car. And then actually it was gold. I don't know if you remember back in '69, they had a gold, and his was a convertible, and it was a 4-speed car, and it was the original motor. And I believe he passed away, but I believe his wife still has it in her garage in Simi Valley. But yeah, I took that big block out of that Corvette, original big block out of there, and shoved a 327 in it. Yeah, sick things you did when you were younger.
Cherry red.
69. Yeah, that's what I thought too, 350. But they changed a lot of motors back in the day. 327 was a good
Claustrophobia.
motor.
So you're afraid of Santa Claus because you're claustrophobic. Help me out with that one, Joe.
You're afraid? You're afraid? What is
Oh,
it?
I get it. I get it. Claustrophobic. Oh, Jesus. I am really. Oh, head check.
Cars.
Head check. Head.
Yeah, so did the Corvette. And here's what they made a lot of automatics. They didn't make a lot of convertibles, I
Oh,
don't
my
believe.
God.
And his was a convertible and had the 350 and the 4-speed.
Oh, if
Great
that was a
car.
snake, it would have bit me.
Talk about something that took a long time for two kids that were 19 years old to paint, because we took that gold and then
Awesome
painted it black,
sunshine.
so everything had to be completely
14,
sanded and wet sanded and wet sanded and blocked and sanded and to make it look decent. We put a lot of time into that Corvette.
I first read Somchai's statement as Chevette. I had to check my glasses. Corvette.
Yeah, the 350 was a good motor, no doubt. But
Yeah, yeah.
that 320, 283, then they went to 327 and then the
327.
350.
Yeah, that's good.
They're all good motors, same block, but it was they were all good motors. Chevy made good products. Don't get me wrong, Rob. I'm a Chevy guy,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
I like my Fords.
I had a number of Chevy Blazers growing up.
I missed him.
My
Yeah,
dad.
I had a 2-wheel drive Blazer lowered. What was it? 76? 76. I love that truck. I had 4-wheel drives too with a diesel in an 86.
I
and
learned
like
how to
that
drive a
truck, too.
stick on a 3 on the tree, a 69 Chevrolet pickup.
Your Chevette was on.
That's how I learned how to.
Uh, yeah, I had Novas too, man. Straight axle front ends and one of the I don't remember
No kidding.
exactly what year it was. Had a 327 with a crossover
99, 95.
4-barrel sticking out the hood. Straight axle, you could bring the wheels up. It was an awesome quarter miler. But back in the day, I think it got 8 miles to the gallon, and but we were only paying 50, 60 cents a gallon back then. So it was fun. This was high school.
Yeah, and Paulas and Novas. There's all kinds of good cars out there.
Yeah, there was, and a lot of them were Chevys, but
The
Fords, you can't
the
fault
fastback
those Mustangs.
Mustangs.
Yeah, the
In
Mustangs
the
you
day
can't.
with a little 289 in them.
And those Chrysler
more.
products with the Hemis, man, they were something to be reckoned with on the quarter miles. And my Panhead, and I had my Panhead. I got rid of all the cars I had and had my Panhead for 3 years. The only vehicle I had. Drove it in rain, whatever I was doing. That's where I went. But I had it in high school. Bikes were a whole different thing back then. Hell, you could buy Panheads. I bought basket cases for under $1,000, $600, $700, $800. Put them together and sold them. Made money. I done what? Same here, Mitch. I done my dad's 55 pickup. I had a 65 Ford with a 3-speed on the column, straight 6. Great truck. Had fun. That I had in high school too. My first car was a Ford LTD. Now there's a big vehicle. I did, man. I had a chance to buy a '69 Cadillac that I should have bought. Still had bought it from people that had a lot of money, but friends of the family. Still had the plastic and shit on the back seats. Should have bought that.
Oh, I
Should
can
have
picture
worked
that
there.
car, Joe. Yeah.
What did Joe have?
Country Squire.
Yeah, that's a big wagon. 74. Huh? Never got away. I bought a Ford, the Falcon type vans. You know, the old Ford 65s, the straight, Econoline or whatever they were. The damn thing didn't even run. I had it parked in my driveway, and I won't elaborate
Leland
on
P76.
why I
No,
bought that van, but I slept in the back of that van quite often in front of my mother's house. So you guys can figure that out. I know Joe will figure that out in a second, but never did rebuild that motor. The motor was blown when I bought it and had it towed to the house. My mother said, "You ever going to fix that?" I said, it's getting a lot of use now, Mom. You just don't know what's happening.
oh, yeah, Leland P76. Yeah. First,
Let's see, remember that was David. Ford Fiesta. We needed big.
Ford
Everybody that had the LTDs and the big cars, those were the ones that we snuck into the drive-in theaters
drive-in,
back in because you could fit 8 people in the freaking trunk and go into them. So we had a lot of fun working. We did have a lot of fun. God, we went over 2 hours. I don't hear music anymore. Maybe the party's over. I can go nap. You never know, but I am out of water.
Yeah. Anyway, I got to run, Dave. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I think I'm going to
Go have
to
lunch with the lunch bunch.
Oh, is today the day?
Patia.
Where are you guys going?
It's out there. Public knowledge. We're going to Robin Hood today.
Oh, I did. I seen people.
12 o'clock, Robin Hood. Show up if you're in the area. It's a big place.
For sure. 7. Bull Taco. Yeah. Well, excellent. Husqvarna, Bull Taco back in the day. Yeah.
Yep.
We did dirt too. I mean, we weren't. My first one was a Honda 90, 68 or 9, and the stuff that we did to it, putting straight 3/4 inch pipe for pipes and welding the cams in them and stuff. We had a lot of fun, but I liked all those bikes, the Bull Tacos, the Husqvarnas, the off the wall
mine was fine.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, guys and gals and everybody. Hey, this was a pretty good live stream. I liked it.
2023 coming soon. Yeah.
Let's see. But we're gonna do I might do a live stream in the States New Year's Day, but in 2 days would be, I think, the 2nd here. I don't even know what day it is today. Is it 29th or the 30th? Today's the 30th, so the 31st. So on the 1st,
hey, Mark,
I'll probably do a live stream. And if no one hangs out, then we'll only do a short one. If
Dave, can you throw the link up real quick for Mark in Thailand? He wants to show us something.
Yeah, sure. Let me see.
Not for children. Okay, turn away.
Not for children.
No.
Right.
I believe Mark is in Samet.
How come?
Still, I don't remember what day he's coming back. Sorry, I doxed you there, brother.
Did you? Okay.
But it's on Facebook, so there you go.
All right, Paul. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you for coming in.
Paul.
And hopefully I'll get to see you guys, Mike and Nicole. Look forward to meeting you. And you haven't got a chance.
Announcement. You guys won't see much of me in 2023 because I'm quitting YouTube. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Washing my hands with it.
Because Mitch has 4 channels.
I'm tired of my fake friends.
See, Mark's here.
All they do is leech off of me.
There he is. He's pissing us off. That's what he's trying to do.
That's a joke.
Pissing me off. That's close to you.
Look at that.
Good morning, everybody. Anyone that's contemplating coming to Thailand, don't. It's just
horrible
weather. It's crappy weather.
Yeah.
The ocean
I agree.
is filthy. The ocean.
Is that a green screen you got behind you like James does?
Yeah.
That looks.
Yeah, James.
That looks like Rayong to me. Where are you at?
I'm in Koh Samet. Koh Samet.
You are still on Samet. Okay.
Still on Koh Samet, but been here for a few days. It's absolutely been gorgeous. You couldn't ask for a better time to be here. It's not overtly hot. The water is. I spent all day just swimming around yesterday, and we haven't left this beach. We haven't done the typical tourist. But the place is rammed. There's people all over the place here. So
can you show the venues? What beach? Like.
All right. So a friend of mine, who you met at the soft opening of the Hideaway.
Okay. Yeah.
He has got a resort here now don't ask me what beach, but Mitch, you probably pick it up. But if you Googled Buddy's Bar,
Cyclo Beach, I believe it is.
Yeah, we're staying here at the Cement Sand Sea Resort. I tell you, it's absolutely beautiful. We've got our own little cabin. Tom stayed there last year, so really, really nice. But geez, they do some work here. So that's
Cycal Beach.
That's my friend's bar there. So Buddy's Bar and Grill. So anyone who comes down and stays there and mentions my name, you're going to get a 10% increase on your bill. So don't tell anyone that you know me.
I'm on my way.
Randy said poor Mark being stuck on that beach. They're
Oh,
feeling
I know,
for you.
I
It is a
know,
nice
I know.
beach.
It is lovely. So we've basically walked up and down the length.
Thanks, Rob.
And look, it's probably, I don't know, maybe 1.5 kilometres long. What's that? I don't know, 2 miles long or whatever. So, but look, there's heaps to do on Koh Samet, but we have just been chilling here, and we ventured into town. Not that it's really a town, but the 2 7-Elevens that oppose each other. So, but the food here has been fantastic. Plenty of farang. I mean, as I said, the place is rammed. Every restaurant, it's great to see, Mitch. Every restaurant here is chock-a-block of a night time. Absolutely gorgeous to see.
Wow, that is
Rammed
good.
is a code word, Randy. Private joke.
Yeah, I think things are back, man. And I feel for the Thai people. They need it. You know, they need the influx. They need the money. And I'm glad to see it.
I had an 1.5-hour long massage yesterday, and they decided to scrub my feet. It was 1,100 baht. But you know what? It was sitting here underneath the coconut trees right in front of our resort. And then after that, I went and swam here. I mean, who wouldn't want to swim in that?
It looks beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
you know, look at that. My feet.
Yeah, it's nice.
nice
It's a
and
nice.
wet.
It's close. It's so close to us here.
Oh, I couldn't believe it, Mitch. It was an hour from home, less than an hour from home. And then, you know, you muck around on the ferry a little bit to get out here. But then, you know, 10 baht each to come on the Songkhao and that was literally 5 minutes. But because you're lugging a suitcase, sorry, go ahead.
No, no problem. I got my open water certification there in 2001.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was my first time to Koh Samet. I've been there a bunch.
So
I stayed on Cycal, but the dive shop was out of Aprau on the other side of the island.
Oh, okay. Because I did notice here that Paul at Buddy's Bar, he has the Paddy sign up. So I mean, years and years.
Now, is that the walkthrough right there at Buddy's Bar? Right, that's the little walkthrough.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just orienting myself still.
You want me to take you on a tour?
It's been a few years. Last time I was there was 15 or 16. I took my dad there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2015 or 16.
So that's the walkthrough. All the shops.
Took my sister there too with her ex-husband. Ex-husband because I took him to the TQ on Beach Road.
Oh, okay.
That's another story.
God, sounds like
I feel like
I think I've heard that.
I feel like such a vlogger now.
Yes, I stayed at the first place I stayed at was Cycal Villa. I've stayed on all ends of that beach.
Yeah.
A bunch of different places. 1989.
You might have ran into Mitch. You might have ran into Mitch.
Just imagine 1989 Koh Samet.
Oh,
yeah. I'm hoping everything's coming. Everything that I see here in Surin, they're 95% that they have been. But places like when we went to Phuket, they were packed, man. A lot of Russian people, a lot of Indian people, but it was busy. It was busy.
Yeah.
It was good to see.
So that's where we're staying here.
Yeah, nice.
Sand Sea.
That's where I'll stay next time I'm there.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
Number one. No.
I guess if I go, I'll stay there too.
Oh, gosh. Thanks, Rob.
He is a rock star.
Oh, that's good. Hey, Mark, thanks for sharing your beautiful day. I mean, your terrible day with us.
Yeah, I love seeing that kind of stuff being stuck here in the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere.
yeah. Sure can,
So,
David.
Yeah, I can't read any of the chat, so hopefully Mitch and Dave, they're keeping it nice.
That's
yeah, it's
okay.
been a good day. It was a good stream. I think I'm happy.
What's
I
a have you inquired about motorbike rental there, Mark?
Yeah, you can. So when we first, there's bikes, but because this is the first
yawn.
High
sort of
season.
real high season. So
Uh-huh.
Paul here, he paid his staff for 2 years to
Yeah.
keep them here, but he said at the moment they are struggling with staff for some of the bars that let their staff go. And he said at the moment, because it's so rammed, I mean, as you can see, like, what time is it? It's 11:15. Motorbikes are a little bit of a premium. So he said, look, Paul said, I'll get you a motorbike if you want. But you know what? We found our little piece of heaven, mate. I know there's plenty to see. I've watched all the videos of people touring around Koh Samet. But in all honesty, everything that I want on a little, relaxing holidays right here. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want to go anywhere else. I know
Yeah.
I
I mean, there's even
that would be
twin
fine with
7-Elevens
me.
right across from each other, 50
And
feet from each other. Too. So you got it all.
Gary says hello to you, Mark. What's happening with Gary says hello.
Thank you, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah, really, you don't need transportation once you're on that stretch of the island. I mean, if you want to tour around, I like having a motorbike.
I do
That's why I was
too.
asking if it's 200
I'd
a
still
day
have
or
it even if I didn't go anywhere. I'd still have one.
300.
Yeah, I get that. So they range from, I think if I remember correctly, they sort of range from 100 baht for like a half a day or an hour or something, but 300 baht for the whole day.
Yeah, that's
sounds
what I figured.
about right.
300 baht.
Yeah.
Have you been
So
down to
they
that?
went-
You've walked down to that Mermaid and all that stuff, right down in
Yeah,
that little niche yet.
Yeah. It's 50 deep at sunset.
Yeah.
For the Instagram mob, and I'm walking there hand in hand with my missus, and there's all these people that are trying to set up a shot, and she says, "Oh, be careful you don't get in there." I'm saying, "Listen, I paid like they have. I'm walking through, baby." I mean, you get respectful, but people, they'll take, you give them leeway for 30 seconds to set up their shot. But I mean, when you sit there for 20 minutes setting up lighting and setting up beach towels and someone holding airy-fairy scarves and stuff, I go, nah. You're taking the PISS now.
Oh, thanks, Rob. Thank you so much.
This hasn't been on in a while.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening.
The sun is over the yard arm, so it's Chang time.
Yeah. All right.
What time is it?
See
11?
you in a day or
Almost
two, Mark.
11:30. Hey, Mark. Thanks for coming on, brother. I appreciate it.
No problems.
And hopefully, are you going to be there? Are you going to be there on the 7th? Or are you already going to be gone?
No, I go back to work on the 8th. So, yeah, look, yeah.
Yeah. If you're around, I'll see you. I'm sure.
All right, guys. Have a great lunch date for all those that are catching up with the lunch bunch. Hopefully, I'll catch up. I think it's next Tuesday as well with some of you guys that are here in this. God, who'd want to be in Thailand? Oh. I got to rethink my retirement. All right, fellas. See you soon.
All right, Mark.
See you,
I'll
Mark.
see you.
Cheers.
Mitch, I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you probably on that. Well, definitely on that 7. And
Awesome,
thanks,
Dave.
Randy. Appreciate
Looking
it.
forward to it. Always looking forward to it.
And there's Alex. All right.
Yeah, Alex.
And I don't know if you heard
Thanks,
earlier.
Rob,
I want
Gary,
to try to
Randy.
put together something on this boat thing for next year. So I'll be in touch, and I'll probably see you, Alex, on the 7th too. You going to be at that? Are you going to be at that meetup?
Okay, I got to roll. I got to meet the guys for lunch.
All right, brother. I will talk to
Alex,
you later.
We're going to the Robin Hood meeting at noon, Alex, or anyone else that wants to have a quick lunch.
Let me get over here to my
Okay, Dave.
my
Thank you, sir.
As you guys know, my intros and my outros were given to me by Richard of Richard Travels, who's a great guy. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to him. And I'm going to play his outro that he did for me, which I love this intro and outro. He did send me the other one. I'm going to use it on my next video, I think. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you all on the next one.